Tesla tiny house discussions have captured widespread attention as housing costs in the United States continue to climb at an alarming rate. Although many people feel that tiny homes are too restrictive or uncomfortable for long-term living, the financial reality of conventional housing has forced a shift in perspective. Building a standard home now typically costs between $350,000 and $800,000, excluding land and preparation, with per square foot construction costs often ranging from $180 to $280 for basic finishes. Against this backdrop, the idea of a compact, technology-driven living space priced under $8,000 for roughly 280 square feet has naturally sparked enormous interest. Much like the early Tesla Model S reshaped public opinion about electric vehicles, the first wave of Tesla-branded tiny house concepts has been portrayed as a potential catalyst for a new housing model, one that emphasizes affordability, mobility, and energy independence rather than size and excess. The proposed Tesla tiny house is described as a prefabricated, modular dwelling designed around renewable energy, featuring integrated solar panels, residential-grade battery storage, and smart energy management systems derived from Tesla's existing power technologies. Tesla already operates one of the largest solar installation businesses in the United States, offering solar panels and solar roof systems nationwide, often at competitive prices compared to other providers, especially when federal tax credits are applied. Market estimates for 2025 suggest average solar installation costs of about $2.75 per watt for an 8-kilowatt system, with Tesla's online estimates sometimes lower depending on system size and battery inclusion. In some projections, installation costs with Powerwall and tax credits range from approximately $3.50 per watt for smaller systems to around $2.85 per watt for larger setups, with prices dropping further when batteries are excluded. According to the narrative, these tiny houses are envisioned as being built on land in Texas associated with SpaceX, with the goal of creating affordable, self-sufficient communities equipped with essential infrastructure. While such homes are not officially available for sale, the concept highlights a broader shift toward investing less in traditional construction and long-term debt, and more in flexibility, sustainability, and personal freedom. Technically, the structure is said to rely on aerospace-grade steel with high tensile strength, allowing it to endure repeated relocations without structural degradation. Demonstrations describe units being towed thousands of miles at highway speeds with no damage, supported by hydraulic leveling systems capable of stabilizing the home within minutes, even on uneven or soft terrain. The folding design reportedly complies with standard towing dimensions, allowing transport by common pickup trucks without specialized licenses, and long-distance relocation costs are portrayed as relatively modest compared to traditional housing moves. For overseas transport, the house can fold to fit inside a standard shipping container, significantly reducing logistics expenses. Environmental resilience is another emphasized feature, with anchoring systems designed to handle moderate slopes and strong winds, and an extendable roof that doubles as a terrace while increasing solar collection area. Automated systems are described as responding quickly to weather changes, contributing to a projected lifespan of up to 50 years and relatively low annual maintenance costs. Internally, the home is designed around modular flexibility, starting with compact layout that includes a kitchen, bathroom, and living area, expandable through foldable components or attachable modules that increase total living space while remaining within towing limits. Multiple units can be connected to form small communities that share energy resources, reduce costs, and even support small business activities, particularly for retirees or lower-income residents. These community models also integrate shared microgrids, water recycling systems, rainwater storage, and composting solutions, dramatically reducing monthly utility expenses and increasing self-sufficiency. Land use policies are portrayed as a critical advantage, with some proposed communities offering access to large shared plots at minimal annual costs, avoiding the heavy property taxes that burden traditional homeowners in many states. When combined with low housing and energy expenses, total annual living costs are described as dramatically lower than those associated with conventional $500,000 home. High-speed internet connectivity is addressed through Starlink, SpaceX's satellite network, which provides global coverage and competitive speeds even in remote locations, reinforcing the idea that mobility no longer requires sacrificing connectivity. The design philosophy behind the house blends durability with modern aesthetics, using steel, concrete, insulating foam, and layered cladding instead of wood to improve resilience, insulation, and resistance to mold and extreme weather. Large windows, high ceilings, sliding glass doors, and multifunctional furniture are intended to make the interior feel open and comfortable despite the small footprint, while smart lighting, climate control, and wireless-enabled appliances support a minimalist, tech-forward lifestyle. The broader story surrounding the Tesla tiny house has been fueled by Elon Musk's own public embrace of minimal living and his comments about renting a modest home in Texas, which led to widespread speculation about Tesla entering the housing market. Over time, however, fact-checking and public records have clarified that Tesla has not officially announced plans to manufacture or sell tiny houses, and Musk has stated that his personal residence is not a Tesla or boxable unit, even though he has expressed interest in modular housing concepts. Companies like Boxable have continued to develop prefabricated housing at a slower, more measured pace than early hype suggested, delivering hundreds rather than tens of thousands of units. As of now, there is no verified evidence that Tesla is launching a mass-market tiny house product, and many of the claims circulating online remain speculative. Even so, the discussion itself highlights an important question: whether modular, prefabricated, and technology-enabled housing could realistically help address the ongoing housing affordability crisis, or whether production constraints, infrastructure challenges, and regulatory barriers will limit their impact. Regardless of Tesla's direct involvement, the tiny house concept has become a powerful symbol of a possible future in which housing is more flexible, sustainable, and accessible, offering an alternative vision of ownership that prioritizes independence and adaptability over size and long-term debt. Tesla Tiny House has been fueled by Elon Musk's own public embrace of minimal living and his comments about renting a modest home in Texas, which led to widespread speculation about Tesla entering the housing market. Over time, however, fact-checking and public records have clarified that Tesla has not officially announced plans to manufacture or sell tiny houses, and Musk has stated that his personal residence is not a Tesla or boxable unit, even though he has expressed interest in modular housing concepts. Companies like Boxable have continued to develop prefabricated housing at a slower, more measured pace than early hype suggested, delivering hundreds rather than tens of thousands of units.